The Joe Rogan Experience.
Dude. Did you see what Trump tweeted?
No.
He tweeted and deleted. It's fucking hilarious. He said, checks are coming to everyone in America except the people who used hashtag not my president. I wouldn't want to offend you with a check from someone that's not your president.
Oh my God.
Something to that effect. See if you can find that.
Holy
shit.
And
then it wrote hashtag MAGA afterwards. I mean, he just dunked on them. The president dunks on people.
Yeah. And I want to know who the tweet deleter is.
Well, someone in his department was probably like, Mr. Trump, that's not a good idea.
Do they have a siren that goes off? You got to delete that. Yeah, man.
I know the president can delete tweets.
How much is he going to send?
I think they wanted to give like $1,000 a month or something like that to Americans. Is that the idea, Jamie?
I've heard lots of things. I don't know, up to $2,000. I don't know if Bernie's saying they should give $2,000 a month.
Yeah,
I don't know, so
it's got to be $2,000.
Everybody, but if you give everybody $2,000 a month, it's a good thing. But everyone's gonna go, hey, you could have done this the whole time.
That's right.
Wait a minute. If you just raise taxes, can you just give people money? Can you just give people more money? And I'm not saying we should do this, but imagine if that was the solution to all this. If you just give people more money, everything just sort of levels out and relaxes.
I
Crime
think it's
drops,
the solution.
everything drops, drug abuse drops.
Well, I mean, they've got to know that when people don't have work, they don't have money. With no money, they can't support their family. That's when the riots start.
Yes.
That's
people
when
get
things
desperate.
catch on fire. They know that, so it's like a bribe to try to keep people from rioting until whatever the fuck this thing is passes.
You could look at it that way, or it's giving people a different environment to exist in, one that doesn't leave them hostile. So instead of looking at it like a bribe, look at it like, you know what? I see what a lot of your problem is. You're not asking for affluence. You could barely get by. But if it was easy to get by, if you could just get by, and then you could pursue other things, would that be better for society? And that was like what Andrew Yang was suggesting. If this whole automation revolution took place and everything started getting automated and no one had a job anymore, there might be something to that. There might be something to that now even. You know, the question is like, what are you happy your taxes get used for? You know, it's almost like you should be able to vote on that. Like the one thing that we don't get real direction on, right? Like in terms of like what the country actually wants. But if we could all just individually vote on things like that, like where's my taxes go? I want my taxes to go 100% to education.
Right.
I want to make that cut, and you know, you guys got to figure out what to do with the rest of the money.
But if you did that,
my money, I want it to go towards education.
But then nobody, or the people who would be paying for war and prisons and shit, would just be like BDSM people.
Well, how about the salaries? How about the salaries of politicians? How about the money that they make doing tours and all that kind of shit?
Private jets.
All that shit. It's crazy.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. Also, like the loose connection between the state and corporations and the way it's just all kind of merging together right now. And also, you know, it appears to be kind of the apocalypse at the moment. Like,
well, it's if it's not the apocalypse, I don't think it's the apocalypse. I think it's just a dangerous, dangerous illness. But it's definitely a dress rehearsal. It's a dress rehearsal for fucking people are going to become preppers. It is going to be amazing for the toilet paper industry. They're gonna experience a banner year. If you got toilet paper stock, you're riding high right now.
Do you remember I don't know if you had this experience, but like I can remember sitting at my computer and pressing the button on Amazon where I wanted to buy something. And it's like, this isn't available right now. In that moment of like, what? It's my button that brings me things. And then like suddenly just realizing like, oh my fucking God, how completely weak have I become that I got accustomed to pressing this button and people would bring groceries to my house.
Yeah.
And now they don't. Now it's like stopped. Not only that, I'm so accustomed to like, well, you know, I'll just go to the grocery store and pick up some food. It's always been there. It's not there. Dude, I had an Instacart delivery today, you know, because we wanted to get stock up on food. I don't know, $200 worth of food. Guess what I got? Strawberries, hummus, and I think we got like, I don't know, some like eggs. That's it. Out of the whole order, everything else was sold out. All the beef gone, all the chicken gone. nothing's there. It's like the shelves are empty. So it's like, okay, send everybody $2,000 a month, but what are they going to buy if there's like no food on the shelves? Like what?
Well, I think that was a temporary freak out where people stockpiled stuff. And I think as long as food keeps getting delivered on a normal schedule, I think that'll normal out.
I hope so, man.
Yeah, I do. I think that'll normal out. But it just shows you there's so many things in our society that are amazing, like grocery stores, like cell phones, like we can call each other, all this. But those things are so fragile.
Yeah.
They're so vulnerable. Like if an emergency happens and everyone wants to call at once, the cell phone system can't handle it.
Yeah.
Like it's not like you have a phone and you can call anytime you want, and I have a phone I can call anytime I want, and everyone in the world has a phone they can call anytime they want. No, if everybody does that, the system is not set up to handle that.
That's right.
If everybody does that, like that's why if there's an earthquake or a tsunami or anything, everyone's fucked. It's so hard to make phone calls.
Yeah.
It's not going to get through.
Yeah. Well, dude, I just heard on NPR that so many people were requesting unemployment, that it's crashed systems in several states. That's because this is the real problem. One of my friends was saying, he's like, a lot of people are running out of money tomorrow. They're bartenders, anyone in the service industry, all the people who work at the Comedy Store.
Yeah.
It's not like, how many of them had a lot of money like stored up?
None of them.
So what happens now when there's no food on the shelves?
Yeah, we got to help them. I'm in a text message thread with Whitney Cummings and Nick Swartzen and Krista Leah, and we're talking about that very thing right now, like how to do it and how to set up a fund. It needs to be done for sure. People that can help should help. This is not a normal time. This is not a time where people are lazy. This is a time where the whole world got fucked real quick.
Yeah.
We weren't ready for it, and we're going to have to come together.